Sam Schmitz, head women's wrestling coach at McKendree University. Sam, the team has won 3 consecutive titles. How'd you pull it off?
We got a pretty good support system. Not only do our girls support each other, our coaches are awesome. Coach Gabby, our assistant coach, works tirelessly with these kids on and off the mat, whether it's taking them to eat or working with them in the room. And she doesn't get enough credit for how successful this team is because she puts a lot of time and effort into it. And I know that, I stand in front of the camera and say things like this, but she deserves a lot of the credit and is going to really, really turn into a great coach one day, a head coach one day. And, these kids supporting each other. They deal with adversity a lot. We're in a small town and a small school, and we don't have, sometimes all the same resources as some other schools. So these girls really find it within themselves to battle through some things and get the job done. And it's not myself, it's these kids who just put time and effort into it, and it shows up on Saturday. So it's pretty cool to see.
And after you guys advanced through the semifinal rounds, what was the message you took back and gave to the team so they could come back and perform today?
You gotta keep battling. I learned a lot from my own career and my failures personally, just not staying focused all the way through a tournament, and that's just kind of what we try to just not allow them to make the same mistake. And just stay focused on the battle. You win some battles, you win some rounds, but it's not over. The fight's not over. The tournament's not over. The season's not over, and you got to continue to stand your ground and battle. And that's really what we just try to get through to them is don't check out yet. Stay focused. Don't check out because the battle's still there. And once the war's done, now the war's done. Okay, how many battles did we win? We won a few. So we did well, and as long as they stay focused and stay focused from start to finish, they seem to have success when they do that. So.
Were there any breakthrough or standout performances this weekend?
Yeah, Joy Lewandowski has lost to that girl twice this year, and finally breaks through and beats her. And people don't see the conversations that she has with her teammates and she has with coaches about trying to overcome that mental adversity to get through that stuff. If anybody's wrestled, they know how hard that is. They know how hard it is to, be on a national stage and try to beat somebody that's beaten you a few times in the year. That's a difficult thing. Not just because of wrestling, but just the mental, the mental strain of just trying to be positive when it's been negative for a little while. And she did a great job. And I can say the same thing for Natalie Reyna. I mean, the girl battles. She's got about 10 seconds a day to even breathe because she works a job and comes to practice and gets extra workouts in and is a great student and getting her graduate degree. And to come here and place 4th at a really, really tough weight class is, I wouldn't say a breakthrough performance, but she deserves a lot of credit for fighting. And it's really impressive to see. But all of our girls, that we lost 2 months ago. So I think a breakout performance is our team battling adversity and not hanging our heads and coming back and realizing the fight wasn't over. We had a tournament in a few months that if we refocus and come with, and throw some punches, we might be okay. And it worked out. So our whole team, I think, is a breakout performance because we were the underdog for once in a few years. And it was nice to battle some adversity and see it pay off, our hard work pay off. So.
In that last 2 months after that loss at National Duels, how does the environment and mentality kind of tighten up and change in the room as you gear toward the national tournament?
I don't even think it tightened up. I think it loosened. I think we needed to have more fun. I'm pretty intense of a guy, and sometimes I got to check myself and realize, like, dude, we got to loosen up and have some fun and let it fly a little bit, whether it's in the practice room or, we're playing dodgeball or anything else. I joke a lot that we're more of a dodgeball team than we are a wrestling team because it seems that we get a lot of energy out of the girls when we're throwing dodgeballs at each other, and then when we're drilling it seems to not be the same, and so it's kind of the opposite. We needed to find the fun in it again. I think for me that was huge in my own career, and I try to remember even as a coach, like, hey man, relax, this is fun, and the sun's still going to come up tomorrow. There's going to be another fight to win, and win or lose, we're going to be okay. And we lost, and we were okay. We still woke up the next day. We still had the ability to go back and work on some things, and that was kind of the message for a few months. It's just have fun and trust your work and just go enjoy the fight.
We've seen it on the shirts and we see it on the headgear. What exactly does the family culture mean at
Man, you're gonna
McKendree?
get me tears in my eyes. Jeez. Sorry, I gotta. I don't. So I was adopted at a young age. I never knew who my family was, my birth family. Adopted by an amazing family, amazing parents, and I always struggled with that a little bit. And so I truly, when I became a coach, I said, you know what? We're gonna make this a family, because these kids are coming from all over the country. We go through a lot of crap together. You know, we fight together, we work together, we laugh together, and if we can have a family-like environment, you know, we're gonna be comfortable enough that we feel like when we step on the mat, my family's gonna love me anyway. You know, my parents didn't care that I was a 4-time All-American and national finalist. They just wanted to know where I wanted to eat. And I think that's truly what family is just knowing that wins and losses aren't really what defines us in this sport. It's more of how we approach it and the fight we have and the work ethic we have to try to be better at it. And so the family, that's really what it means, is we're trying to create just a family for kids that come and want to be a part of our program. And we're not great at it, we're not perfect at it, but we try our best. And maybe if we have a visual representation on the headgear and the shirts, then, you know, it might help keep us focused on it. So that's what it means. And it's tough to uphold that family environment, but it's truly from the heart.
Coach, congratulations on 3 titles.
Thank you. Appreciate it.